Man, sometimes I forget that I'm 24. I think, where has the time gone? You know? I mean, I'm only 24, and I feel like an infant in the perspective of life, you know what I mean? Cuz you start to live life, I guess you could say, at around 18. But after being like 20 years old, time starts to speed up. And during my early 20s, during my 20s up to this point, I've been trying to, you know, I've been trying different businesses. I've been trying different avenues and seeing what feels right. What is right for me? What is my path? Trying to figure that shit out. I did about 2 years of college. I started with engineering and soon realized that shit really wasn't for me. And then I was like, okay, I really want to get into business and marketing. I feel like I could be good at that. So then I switched over. I switched my major over to that, and I didn't go to a prestigious college, prestigious school. I went to a community college. My grades were pretty decent in high school, but I never strive for more in high school because I never had a dream college. I never really thought past high school in that way. I always thought like college and, going down that educational route wasn't really going to be my path. And it I still figured I'd give it a try, you know what I mean? Because for me, I had the ability to go for not that much money. I had financial aid, I had shit like that. So it didn't hurt to try. So I went to college and was working in the meantime as well. Was doing both. Started with engineering. Was not feeling that shit at all. Was not what I thought it was. Or maybe just like, man, that first year of college, that shit is some bullshit. I'm not gonna lie. It's like high school part two. You take all these like classes that don't fucking have anything to do with your major, and then you take only one class that whole semester that has anything to do with your major. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get why they do it. College could realistically be done within 2 fucking years. If you push out all the remedial fucking classes, it could be done within 2 years. 100 fucking percent. But obviously, it's, they want to make the most money they can. So remedial classes are there for a fucking reason. And it's like, what's the point of going to high school for 4 years and learning the same shit in middle school as well? So you've been learning the same shit for the past 7 years just to take remedial classes again in college and relearn that shit sped up. Like, it doesn't make sense. I mean, I get why they do it, but like, man, that shit is demotivating to even like endeavor in your fucking major. You know what I mean? I wanted to, become an engineer. I wanted to figure out like what that shit was about. I took one like bullshit engineering class. It was like, this shit fucking sucks. This is barely like anything to do with engineering. Like this is, fuck this. And yeah, I could have gave it more time, but yeah, I wasn't feeling it. So I transferred to business marketing, and I mean, I liked it, but it was the most most brain dead simplistic shit ever. Like shit that you just kind of already know. I feel like I would go into certain classes and just no more than the teachers in certain regards. Like a lot of the old school marketing principles they were old school. Like they were not caught up with the times at all. They would talk about like advertisements on television and radio. No idea about social media and how all that shit works. So if you get a degree in that and then you go into marketing in the real world, you will get absolutely steamrolled. So it's like, okay, fuck this shit too. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to be here at all. And then the pandemic hit and I lost all my motivation for school. I was like, why the fuck am I here? Truly, why am I here? I'm doing online classes and I'm learning shit that I don't give a fuck about. Like, I feel like I know more than the teachers. At the time also, I was trying to grow my Instagram and social medias like that. I actually had another YouTube channel that was like only based around lifting, shit like that. I feel like you guys could find it eventually if you want to. It's not hidden or anything. And I was growing a Instagram page at the same time. Now that Instagram page had around 8,000 to 9,000 followers, which at the time, like 2019, 2020, that was pretty, like, I don't know, I feel like it was pretty good for what I was trying to do, and it was progressing at a steady rate. Instagram Reels, it just came out. I started getting like 100,000 views on some of them, 500,000 views. Like, it started going crazy, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? This could be something. And then at that time, I wasn't loving it no more. I wasn't feeling motivated over it anymore. I completely quit. I completely abandoned it. And then I got that itch again to create and to market again, to market myself. Because in my head, at this point also, oh man, I've done so many like endeavors. I was day trading as well at this point, and I had some success with that. I made around $20,000, but also lost around $20,000 within like span of months, and shit was out of control. And at that time, like $20,000, still at this time, $20,000, that's a lot of fucking money to just lose. And I was always this kid that put work before anything. I put work before school. I put work before spending time with my friends. I would always work 40 hours a week at bullshit jobs just so I felt like I had some kind of advantage and people would admire my work ethic. Everyone would tell me like, oh, he's doing great. And then once you would have those kinds of losses, those rapid losses, highs and lows. I've had businesses where I've earned a lot of money, but then lost it all. And people start to give up on you. But that's as expected. But anyways, you start... I was a workaholic, and I would put work over everything, which I don't think is a bad thing. But right now, I look at my life, right? And I think like, yeah, I could have literally done not a single thing since I was 18 years old, and it wouldn't have really made a difference. But also, through all my failure, I've learned so much. I've learned how to maneuver certain things. I've learned about momentum. I've learned what it feels like to earn a certain amount of money. I've learned what it feels like to lose all that. I've learned what it's like to lose relationships over certain situations. I've learned so much through fucking up. And I still wouldn't trade that time in of fucking up completely. I wouldn't trade that in at all. At all. But someone could look at my life right now and look at me as a complete failure, not truly understanding everything I've gained and lost and all the shit that's kind of hardened me over the years. That's another thing too. All of my failures have made me just so much more on point, so much more aggressive, so much more knowledgeable. You know, I'm not this kid anymore who's 18 and just is ignorant to how a lot of this shit works. Ignorant to how the world works, thinking that everything is just easy and I deserve for everything to just fall in the palm of my hands without really working for it. You don't just deserve that. And I also learned that everything takes time. Consistently attacking one specific goal will overall lead you to success. That's one major lesson I learned. Also, another lesson I learned, relationships are everything. Relationships in life. You could have so much money, you could have no money. But the people you surround yourself with and how you treat people in certain points in your life is very important. You should always treat people with, the best intentions, the most respect, and all of that. And understand that you will make mistakes. You will fuck up. But understand you made that mistake. I fucked up a lot of relationships in my life. And people have also fucked me over in my life. But you have to learn from that. And you have to attack the next relationship in your life with friends, family, whatever it is, a lot better. You have to always strive to be better in every regard. Sometimes you can't really fix certain shit. Like sometimes with relationships, it's just you fucked up and that relationship is over. You fucked it all up. And the only thing you could do is be better to other people. Be better to yourself. Sometimes understand certain things weren't your fault. But understand too that some things were completely your fault. But also, in life, learn to enjoy life. Understand that everything that you do, make it count. Make sure that you truly are happy with what you're doing and you're leading to something, and enjoy certain moments in life, because life speeds the fuck up. Months start to feel like days the older you get. And that shit is scary. And tomorrow is never fucking promised. So you have to enjoy the little things and enjoy relationships with people and understand what you are truly willing to sacrifice. Because you'll never get your time back. You'll never get your age back. You could buy time in certain ways in the future, but at the same time, you don't get certain moments back. Value what you have right now. Enjoy the little moments, but always be working your ass off at the same time. Don't get it fucked up. Don't just fully indulge in bullshit. Have that perfect balance of just really being selfish, really being focused on you, but at the same time, when you do have those moments with people, enjoy those moments. Fully connect with the moment you're in. Fully indulge in the moment that you are in. Fully indulge in working. And then fully indulge in being surrounded by the people you're surrounded by in the moment. Don't mix your work mind with your relationship mind, and don't mix your relationship mind with your work mind. When it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to be with a loved one, it's time to be with a loved one and connect with that. Be in that moment. Appreciate the small moments. Also realize that none of this shit is about money. And I don't have too much money right now, but I will one day. And I know that that shit really doesn't mean anything. And that shit might sound ironic or like this or that, but I'm saying it right now. And when I see both sides, I feel like I have the same perspective. Yeah, money will make things way better, but the process of making that money, the journey, is more of what it's about. The memories you make of creating your wealth is more what it's about. And it will get you to this certain point where you are successful. You finally are. But you can never backtrack on the journey. So enjoy the journey. Enjoy the process that you are in right now. Because moments like this, you'll never get back. You'll be able to look back on them, but you're in that moment right now. Enjoy the process and work your fucking ass off. Get this shit done. Make your dreams happen. Make your dreams come true. And truly build something. Build a community around you. Build a great system of people that you love around you. Build an empire. I love y'all. Peace.